Hello everybody and welcome back to Endgame of Devil the Luck Be a Landlord style drafting roguelike that I'm excited to be back to here today. We are of course going back in with Frankenstein, the new character with a whole new set of items and draftable minions. So level 7, we're starting to finally get to the point where we definitely need to keep our act together. But I don't know, I think we'll be fine. Right now, we have a couple downsides, being the strong weakness rune. Every 3 turns, the highest attack minion gets a permanent attack downgrade. So, we'll just have to keep it in mind for some builds. More or less, we just don't want to put everything in on one unit, but I don't think that's a big concern. Energy necklace, also not really worth building around, but it's slightly annoying, especially for the early game. When a minion's cooldown hits 0, it has a chance, 50% chance, to heal somebody. You know, Zombie Bear is a great first draft because it gives us 3 damage, which is a very clean, reliable kill potential. Go for the combo charge over here. That feels helpful as well. Come on, Bear. Yeah, of course the bear got hit by that up there. Hypno Shroom every 4 turns. Let an enemy on the board get a pollution. Repeat once for every 2 inspiration. Oh boy. So I don't fully know what the end game of the pollution build is. I feel like it's one of the more underdeveloped sets currently, but I could be wrong. Damage +1 by melee and 100% up by crit. I feel like that is an amazing first relic. And I mean first relic, because I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal later, but it does help us out a lot with this kind of early game potential. Okay, the gun just popped itself there. We'll get the fisherman. We got a little bit of a charge angle going on here. Not a lot, but got a little bit there. Energy triggers again. We're not looking for energy. We're looking for, like, consistent inspiration. Okay. Yeah, every 2 turns deal 4 radiation. It has 0 attack as well, which is kind of something. Cooldown 3, generate 1 fright or inspiration. I kind of like that. That gives me a little bit of that inspiration that we're looking for. Scarab is going to very gently offset the strong weakness rune sort of by itself. Not very well. It's weird. It's weird, but it'll kind of do something. Old Mummy, there's an angle we could go for. It is a melee unit. I know that there's a couple relics that make mummies a lot better. But we got some issues here. I'll get the Skull Killer. We just need to take stats. What are you doing? What does this guy do? I need some more raw stats. 4 turns. We don't have 4 turns. Every 3 turns, do an extra attack. Remove itself after 3 uses of said cooldown. We need something that's a little bit more reliable. Remove the lowest attack minion upon its death. Oh, you jerk. Okay. 2 turns. We will be fine. I will get another Scarab. Again, like, 2 of them, as much as it is a very long cooldown, and boy is it, it should offset things. 80% chance to increase the attack permanently when charge triggers instead of 40%. So when a charge unit misses an attack, deal corruption to adventurers on the edge or corners is what that'll mean. Deals 3 damage and extra damage equal to the amount of debuffs on the target. The goal is to get a lot of debuffs on the target. I'm just going to take it since it is a more rare unit. But we got some charge angles going. Pick the mummy. It's a bit... I'm not going to say it's late to get a mummy. Wave 4 feels like it's very early. Damage dealt from energy up by 2, but the extra trigger times down by 1. Does that mean... Does that take it down to 0 triggers? Can that happen, or is it... It says the word extra. So I'm wondering if that means that it just can't trigger an extra time. Skull Killer works. All these charge units should be getting some clean upgrades. I'm so confused on this Clockwork Soldier. I think it's just a 3-power unit. Like, I actually don't know if I have seen any synergies with this guy. I think he's just a guy. Feels like he should maybe have, like, charge or something. 60% chance to gain a permanent attack whenever radiation or electric arc is dealt. I was not planning on making one big guy. Oh, boy. So we have the mechanical eye. There's radiation. I guess I'll look for that. Damaged out from radiation up by 3. That was not the plan. Radiation or electric arc. It's a one-time. Ay. Deal damage to 3 adventurers equal to the total amount of ignition. I don't have very much ignition. I got some. Wait, no, radiation does ignition. Radiation causes ignition. We are going to be looking for a sort of late radiation pivot here, I guess. It's not that bad. It's also not that good. Okay. Lightning, no. Whatever we get there is just something we're going to have to get rid of in a moment. If there is no bouncing when electric arc hits, the ladder will suffer explosion. It's not bad, but it's also not that great. Prism. Oh boy. Not the best. We're going to get a copy of you. I don't know how good you are right now. Probably not that good. You're at 8. We get a copy. So obviously he needs to stack up by himself. That does not copy his current stats. Radiation. Lightning arc. Radiation. We're giving up on the mummies. We have empty spaces, but we're done with this wave right here, for sure. Gambler's Thumb is a great way to pivot. We skip here, and we'll use our Gambler's Thumb. We get 3 copies of whatever we pick. This is a little bit of a gambit. Doing it that early there. The mushroom could have been fine. God, that's upsetting. Unlucky. I don't have any energy charge. This would be a whole different pivot. It's zombie bear or nothing. Which means it's probably nothing. Okay. What the hell, dude? Why can't I find any more corruption? Why? Why have I found that? I mean, I could do the positive electron. We could do electric arc. It's not really the way I wanted to do that, but I think it's fine. Get rid of those fools for now. So we should be done with this board. Deal 2 damage and trigger 1 more time per ignition or pollution. Radiation does ignition. This is obviously good, but I'll get the Bloody Rose. I don't think I've been playing with that. Oh, no. Energy Charger 2. Do a radiation. That's a whole thing. Okay. So now there's a world where I have to care about, like, a reliable set of energy. I love Yith, but Dwarf Miner is actually a fairly reliable source of energy. in kind of a weird, slow way. We're looking for more of these, truthfully. They're not bad. Have not been doing that. We're not looking for lightning. That's good enough, but we were probably pivoting out. 4-4. Yeah, we're done with mummies. But the zombie bear is obviously worse. Positive electron. If we get the negative, then I guess that's a quasi-reliable way to get lightning arc. Yeah, we're not doing the inspiration thing anymore. We can get rid of the mushroom, of course, but don't know if we need to. Damage up by radiation and energy. I think that will be kind of what we try and do here. If this was electric arc, whew, I feel like that plus the dwarf miner should be enough energy generation. Okay, we can do that. You're at 5, you can go. 8, that's good enough. Hypnoshroom can go. I'll grab a minerals. Just a stray mineral. That gives us that energy, which will charge up our machine, which will give us more radiation, which will charge up our guy. Glimmer is a good way to get this to function faster. We can only proc 1 energy per turn, so we need to proc 2 energy per turn to get it to add a radiation every turn. So we're going to need to generate 2 energy reliably every turn and be able to use it. This isn't bad. I just don't really care. This is also not bad. But let's just go for the potato battery. Beholder, again, it's fine. 22. We're definitely overflowing the board. The mineral just removes itself, so it's not that big of a deal. Ignition, it's fine. So you're at 13, which is obviously not that great. I'm hoping you're the worst one of the two. We could maybe get another glimmer. If we get 2 more glimmers, that'd be the ideal. Or, you know, 1 more glimmer now. Probably pivot out of the scarab, especially since this one's at a clean 12. Just want to stack up so much energy. Okay, so that uses up 3. I just want to get something cooler than these. Remove all glimmers and gain an equal amount of crystal elements. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. I don't need more. I don't think we need more. All adventures on the board gain an ignition. It's definitely better than the current, like, little mummy guy that we have. This is strange. We're definitely building out, like, a full-on system. Generate an energy for every mineral gain this level. That actually could be our pivot out of that. These are so good that it's hard to remove them. This guy could probably go. Okay, 2 of these, and we can probably remove everything relating to generating energy. Lightning triggers 2 more times, don't care. Every mineral's gained this level. Oh boy. Every 2 turns gain a minerals. Yeah, we can definitely start removing some of that stuff and we'll replace it with you, I guess. As much as you are just kind of a standard little dinky son of a so-and-so. We don't have lightning, so we won't do Sea Elemental. It's not bad, but we're also kind of over that line right now. Over that line, too. We don't need another Dwarf Miner. Could probably get rid of the Skull Killer. As much as they're not bad, they're, like, really not bad. You're at 38, you're at 27. It's not, like, you know, godly. This guy at least does combo, so he does his attack twice. Okay. We skip on that. So you should be able to do multiple radiation a turn. I have been told that you can. Another Furious Beast? A little bit weird, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 1 overflow. I think that's just fine. I've been told this can proc multiple radiations a turn. Sure. Klein Bottle can go too. Every turn do 2 electric arc. You know what? Sure. I mean, yeah, that's a thing, but lightning. No, I'm looking for the other one, if anything. I think we're good on the Mutant Beholders. This is certainly not bad at all. Inspiration Charger. We don't really have that. We don't need another Glimmer. I don't even know if I really want another Positive Electron at this point. I think we're set. Like, that's a lot of energy generation, and I'm hoping it would be a lot of... Did this work? It's so hard to tell. It doesn't look like it is. Oh, no. It proc multiple times. Okay, good. I just have to watch it very carefully while the explosion, the flashy explosion's going on. We could get more glimmers, and, like, that could be the whole thing, I guess. At this point, we could get rid of, what do you got? You're at 49, 59, 26 already. Yeah, that worked out really well. I was right in getting rid of the charge guys. These are outpacing them at this point. Thank God. Your 2 turns generate 5 lightning. But yeah, the mineral furnace is doing more than enough. We could probably remove one of them. I thought we... Sure. Those guys now attack twice. It's a big deal. Big deal, obviously. My biggest guys now just attack twice. I could have sworn we had a second mineral furnace, so clearly they removed... We fought one of those guys where it's like, when I die, remove one of your lowest power units. We fought one of those and they hit my mineral furnace. Good God. Good God, look at that. It's beautiful, man. I'm glad we didn't go for the bait. Pop the zeros. Keep the heroes. We have space to add a couple things. There's no reason to remove them. I just... It's kind of like, get yourself out of here. You don't deserve to be here with the stars anymore. Look at that. It's beautiful. On top of the fact they've got all of this ignition stacks as well. They've got A pollution. Sure. All right. There it is. That functioned a lot like... we grabbed these guys. We grabbed our first Furious Beast, and I was pretty worried about it because we started to not really find very much radiation. Became really hard to find it, let alone the electric arc needing like we needed a couple of these things to get set up. And that was a little bit tricky. But no, they fully started working, and it's all on the back of having one energy turret. If I had two, we could be generating double the radiation, which is potentially double the radiation procs. One thing that's kind of weird, though, that I'm not sure about, it shows the enemy, and then it shows 5 little notches. Is there a max cap for the amount of status effects on an enemy? That's not telegraphed anywhere in a way that's kind of tricky for me to figure out. But either way, that was very strong. It took a little bit to get off the ground, but 99 damage with what is combo is certainly quite good. Could have been done better, though. Unlike yesterday's run, I think that there were definitely some elements that we were lacking for a, nearly perfect version of that build. It could have been done better if we got luckier, is what I'm getting at. But Strong Healing Stone is an annoying one. So it's basically the same as this one, but with slightly more health. And Holy Shield, which, again, this only really does something to your early game. But the annoying thing is, these are both early game stompers. These two things together are going to mean if you get out of the early game, you're probably fine. Like, Strong Weakness Rune has impact for, the whole time. Energy Necklace sort of does. But, yeah, they fall off late game, both of these two. Either way, alas, that is that. That is going to do it here for today for Endgame of Devil. We will keep at it as long as you guys continue to support the series. So let me know in the form of a comment down below if you would be sad to see this series go. No guarantees that we make it to 20. Don't assume that I'm going to. Only if you guys like the videos, comment on the videos, will I go up to that difficulty 20. But fingers crossed that new stuff gets added. Maybe even already has. These are being recorded in advance a little bit. But hey, thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.